Great. Take your comfortable seat and we'll set up to sit for a little bit. As this is, solstice blessings, my friends. Today, the shortest day of the year, and for the next, the word solstice means literally to stand still. And the sun, the soul stands still, the sun stands still. So for the next 3 days, the sunrise and the sunset are equal. And it's time to just feel into what is. And I'm smiling about that. Just a lot of energy. So as you drop into this seat and this practice, we've been moving the energy in the air around us, opening class the last few practices, and now we're just letting it stand still. Settling the eyes, the breath. As you join your hands together at your heart, welcome yourself to your practice, to your presence, and to this long game of practice that we've all stepped onto this path. Deep self-care, deep honoring. Inhale for Om. Take a few moments of sitting in stillness. Place my hands over my heart, bow the chin. Staying in your softness, release the hands and start to roll the head a few times. And reversing. You come to that place where the chin is dropping to the chest. We'll leave it there. Lengthen yourself tall, lift your heart. Take your shoulders up and back, and the head will just magically come up. Good. And then change the cross of your legs if you need to. Take a little bit of rolling here. Release. The end of the shorter days, coming of the light. And reverse. Go very slowly each direction one time. And we'll bring ourselves back to center, and it's a lifting of the heart, a lifting of the shoulders, roll them back, and the head will come up. And I'm going to take twist here, just rocking. You need to do whatever you need to do with your legs, do that. I'm just going to twist it a little bit. Oh, maybe we'll start to swish these energies. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to let the arms come up and let them move and just find this, whatever this is. It's creating a little bit of movement around you. Good. Okay. I'm going to swing it over to the right and settle into this twist. Plant the hands, floss your body. And dropping into that twist on the right side. Turn your head, turn your eyes. And inhale. And on the exhale, just turn the head to look to the left. And maybe we'll tilt it a little bit over. Lift the heart. Inhale. And release. Come back to your center. I'm going to change the cross of my legs now. I'm just going to flow in the same way. Just find this little bit of moving here. Maybe this time we'll increase it a little bit. Bend the elbows. I'm going to blow over to the left side and drop the hands. Let them be fluid as you move. The head turn. Settling into this twist on the left side. Inhale. And exhale, just turn the head and the eyes. Inhale. And come out. Okay. Take these little legs. Stretch them out. Wiggle your little toes. Move them around a bit. Okay. And then I'm going to come off my support and sit on this good friend. A little good friend. Just begin very gently. Prop up if you need to. Do this a few more times and then lower onto the forearms. So I'll bring it maybe to center, just hands can come in, go really slow. And then once I'm on the forearms, see how it is. Come back to this. Things get a little, shift a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna bring them to center. I'm gonna try to press up, maybe slowly, come back to this, come back to this. Come to center. Let's do this. From here, I'm going to lift the hips, move them over to the right and put them down. And then drop the knees over to the right. Turn your left hand. Take the right arm, reach it all the way over, and you're going to reach. And then I'm going to take this, what leg is this? The right leg. I'm going to reach it back and just stretch. Maybe the right toes are on the floor, lifting. And then bring it on back. Come to center. And I know I didn't say to sit on anything, so be kind to yourself here. Hips can be very tight. And the next time I come over, I'm going to come onto the forearm like we did. Come down on the forearm, reach this right arm, roll to look at the floor and stretch the right leg. And then bring it all the way back to that awkward, I'm going to call it awkward side bend. Good. Okay, and we'll come back this time onto the hand, the left hand. We'll do this one more time. We're going to reach, the left elbow can bend. And then bring it all the way back into this awkward side bend. And this time as we come down, we'll move it into twist. So I'm going to come onto the forearm. Let's see if I can lower down. Stretch this right arm over, maybe add the leg for a moment. And then release that right leg back down. Place the right forearm down. Walk the forearms behind you. Maybe the legs want to move. You might be here. And bring them back a little bit. And then floss it. Just rock the chest from the motion of your elbows and your forearms. Head can be turning. Okay, I'm going to plant the forearms and we're pushing them to the right. Turn to maybe the head turns to the left shoulder moves away from your ear, the right shoulder moves away. Breathe. Oh, so nice. Okay, one more breath. Then plant your hands and push down, take the elbows off the floor. Walk the hands back, and we're just going to bring it all the way back to center. Okay, I have this one little blanket here. I don't know what you have. Maybe you have a blanket too. I'm going to come to lie down just to take a quick rest between the two sides, and I'm going to roll it down. So you see what happens. See whatever needs to come down. Just roll it. Then we'll come all the way down. Okay, I'm just going to rock these knees in and out. Lower the feet to the floor. Open your arms. Walk your feet wide apart, pigeon toe. Drop the knees in towards each other. And take 5 breaths into all that space. And just feeling anything that feels a little creaky. Okay, so we're going to come back up. Take one more full breath in. Side out. Okay, so I'm going to hug the knees in, rock and roll to your side, whatever you need to do. We're going to meet back into that feet on the floor and hands behind you. So take your time and find it. I'm just going to switch so I'm not facing behind you. And then we're here. Good. So, smoothly before. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, plant your feet, your hands. Lift your hips, shift them to the left, put them down. Then we'll drop the knees over. You'll turn the right hand. And we'll take that stretch. And we're just going to reach the arm. And I'm going to take this left leg and stretch it back. And then pull it back in and up into this awkward side bend. And just feel, I know it can be a lot for the hip. Okay, this time as you come down, we're going to come onto the forearm. So it's a little bit further down. Like this. Reach. Good. And we're back to that awkward side bend. Okay, we'll come back onto the hand, reach it, stretch it, bring it on back to your awkward side bend. And the first time I did this, I was like, I don't think I go that way. So you have those thoughts. Okay, I'm going to come down onto the forearm, stretch this left hand, maybe stretch the leg for a moment, and then come back onto the forearm of both hands. Walk your hands behind you. And I'm going to take the legs. I'm going to just pop them back a little bit in the same shape, just to make things more condensed. We'll floss. Smile and breathe. Good. Okay. I'm just going to shift. So plant the forearms. I kind of push them more to the right. Turn the head over to look the right shoulder and release the shoulders away from your ears. Oh, I'm going to make my neck longer. Breathe. Okay. Plant the right hand. We're going to come up. We're just going to flow ourselves back onto your tush, into this good friend here. And we're going to come back onto the back. So be playful. How many ways can you bring yourself to lie down? And hug these knees in, rock them. Breathe. And then release your feet to the floor. Come back to that basic resting, feet wide, knees together. Take your arms out and breathe. Feel it on back, full back resting. Okay. So we'll stay resting from the waist to the crown of your head. Separate your knees and move into your windshield wiper. Feels so good right now. I'm going to drop the knees over to the right. And then the arms are still open. The head is still where it is. Activate the left foot, the one that's more outside, and push the left foot. Like, don't let it move. Just like as if you're pushing the earth away and the hip's going to come forward. And then you'll pull with the foot. Like the foot's doing the work. It's pushing the floor away, even though it's not moving. It's planted, and you might have the same thing with the right foot. Just feel this motion just in the hips. And then roll yourself onto your back, drop the knees over to the left side, and we'll do the same thing. We'll really activate the right foot, plant the edge of it into the floor, and push and pull. And then the right hip is going to flow with the dance of the foot. Okay. Come back to center. Let's stretch the legs out. So adjust yourself if the blanket or anything's not right. You need something for your head. Find it. It's all good. You're going to reach the arms over the head and flex the feet. And just take a moment here to press into the floor with the back as I reach. Good. We'll inhale. As you exhale, bring the left knee in. Take your hands up. I'm not going to interlace them. I'm just going to hug this in. And then we'll release it. Take the arms back over. Just going to switch. Bring the right leg in. And I'm going really slow. Sometimes that's more challenging. Just moving, bringing one leg in at a time. Sweet little dance. Good. Keep breathing. Okay, I'm going to bring the left knee in. That's the one we started with. And then lower the left foot to the floor. Take your arms back out to the sides. Heel toe this left foot out to the left. The toes are going to be pointing same direction as the knee. On the exhale, we'll lower this left knee down to the inside of the right leg. And then we're going to pick it up, and maybe it's going to drop to the floor on the outside. You're just going to roll this left knee in and out, soft jaw. Okay. Going to rest in italic quotes with this left knee dropping outside. Take the right arm above your, reaching alongside your head. And as you bring this left knee back up and over, push into the foot, roll onto your right side, and then bring it on back. And let the knee drop out, and just do the same thing. So as the knee comes in, it's actually going to roll your body and a little bit to the right. I'm just going a little bit. Good. Okay, now I'm going to roll all the way onto the right side. So this left arm might come over. Maybe you're here. Maybe it's a scooch back. Kind of feel what you need to do. We'll go back to tree pose here. We've been doing this quite a bit. So I'm going to keep that right leg straight. Find whatever this is here. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Just take a few moments to be in the balance. Now I'm going to add a little bit of, the tendency here is to drop back, like almost like you might even feel it. And if you just roll yourself or your hip forward, like we were just doing, I'm going to take the hips forward and find myself more on the right side. Few breaths. Okay, the left hand's coming over. It's going to find this leg, and I'm going to bring the knee back. And then you can stay here or start to stretch it back if that's spacious, possible. And just breathe in the imbalance. Okay, bring it back, but keep that left hand. Maybe it's going to find the knee. Gonna find it here. I'm gonna take my hand to the inside and see if maybe I can, what's possible here? Can I take it straight? Is that possible? Today it's possible, but I know my hips are coming back and I'm losing the balance, but that's okay. Just be wherever you are and breathe and be like, wow, look at me. Okay, I'm gonna release the left hand. It's gonna come down. This leg's gonna come down. Oh, that's some strength. And then we'll just do our little kick and sway. Feel like we're gonna have to bring the leg back up because there's something to that. So the next time your left leg comes forward, pick it up. Okay, let's roll onto the back from here for fun. So you just kind of find your way to very gently bring yourself onto your back. Now I'm way off my mat, so I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Here we are. And we'll just floss this leg side to side like we do with the strap. Just let it go. Okay, you might be rolling side to side, that's fine. Okay, bring it back to center. I'm gonna flex the foot, bend the heel to the hip, point the foot and straighten. Let's do that a few times with this left leg. And then we'll start to roll it. So let's say the next time the heel comes down, I'm gonna start to make what I feel is like a circle of the knee and juicing of the hip joint and just create this circling, whatever pace you go at, and then reverse. Circle it the opposite way. Just let it be free and fun. Okay, and then we'll hug this knee in like we started. Maybe you hug it in and lift your head and chest up and give it a little kiss. And then release, stretch your arms over your head, stretch the leg out. Then we're gonna come back to the arms out to the side. A little more restful for the heart space. And just feel for a few breaths. Okay, on the next inhale, perhaps the arms come up and the legs stretch. And as you exhale, we'll bring the right knee in. Let's give it a little, hello, it's your turn. And then we'll lower this right foot to the floor, arms out to the side. Heel toe your right foot out to the right, toes turn out. And on the exhale, release that knee in towards the left leg and just roll it back up and out wherever it's going to go. No attachment, just enjoying this waving motion, lubricating, encouraging a healthy flow. Okay, the next time this right knee comes out towards the right side, we'll just hang out there for a moment. And we'll anchor the foot. And you'll lift the knee up, bring it in towards center, and push the foot away. Roll your body wherever it's going to go. And then you'll come back to the opening. Just feel this motion of this ocean. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let the knee open, and the next time it comes in, I'm gonna roll over onto this left side. So the left arm comes up and over. Roll yourself over and take your time, adjust what you need to. Maybe the arm comes out, maybe not. And then find tree pose, and already I'm rocking and rolling, and it just makes me smile. There's spaces to play with. Just see what you've got here and breathe. So I know for me that chin wants to tuck. I'm going to bring the head back. Feel the anchoring through the legs into the feet, both feet. One more breath. Okay, I'm going to take this right hand all the way to the knee and draw that foot in. So I'm going to hold the ankle and we'll take it behind us. And we've got to anchor through that right leg a little bit, like I'm pressing from the hip to the knee. Maybe the foot's going to come back and open the shoulder. If that's there, it's set you off balance and places to discover. Great. Okay. We'll soften that. Your right hand, get it come up. We're going to bring it to the inside and just play with what is. See what's possible. Breathing and enjoying whatever you're feeling. Okay, I'm going to release the hand, roll onto the back. The arms are going to come out again. I'm going to try and control it and just shift like I made it perfectly right onto my mat. Okay, and then once we're here, we'll take this swaying of the leg, juicing of the hip, breathing. It's like you're clearing the energy space. And then bringing the leg up, flex the foot. And as you exhale, bend the knee. As you inhale, you point the foot, straighten the leg. Okay, we'll let this heel come towards the hip, and then we'll start to find this circling. Take your time, go slow, or go as quick as you feel like, I'm just going to stir this soup a little quicker, whatever's happening. And reverse, stir the situation. Just let it go. Great. Okay. And then let it drop down. Hug this leg in again. Maybe you lift your head up. It's that neat little kiss. Straighten the leg. I'm going to take the arms overhead. Just give a big stretch. And then release your arms. Pardon me. Arms back out to the side. And let everything breathe. And bring both knees into the chest. Hug them in. Rock a little bit. Okay, I'm going to open the knees apart, draw the knees towards the shoulders, and just let them rock. The whole, lower pelvis might go, and you're feeling a little back, rocking. Okay, hug the knees in. Keep the knees where they are. Release the arms, maybe out to the side, and then lower your feet down. See if they can touch at the same time. Oh, I think I did. Okay, and then set yourself up. We're going to lift and lower the hips into a little bridge. So you might, whatever props you need, I'm just going to stay with this one blanket. So we'll start by anchoring the upper arms and then draw the shoulders down. Maybe as the shoulders come down, the head wants to lengthen through the back of the neck. Once you're set up, then soften into that. And on the inhale, we'll anchor through the upper arms, the head, the feet, lift the hips. And exhale and lower. Okay, so the arms can stay here. They can release down by your sides. So keep with this lifting and lowering. Such a good action we can do for ourselves. And taking the arms overhead, I'm just going to leave them there for a little bit. And let that open and awaken something. Okay, and then I do one more. And I'll lower the hips down, take the arms down, and I'm going to keep the lift for like, I'm going to do it one more time. This time I'm going to interlace the fingers behind the back. So anchor, lift up, and if it works, maybe the hands just come down or maybe they interlace, but for a lot of people, the shoulders are tight, the hands are lifting. We want to find the hands on the floor as best as we can. We're walking the upper arms towards each other, and it's going to lift the hips. Feel that in the hips. And you can lengthen the tailbone to the knees. Take 2 more breaths. So my heels are coming up. And then release. Arms first. Lower yourself down. Maybe you want to rock, windshield wiper, hug the knees in. Feel the repose. I'm actually going to stretch the legs out and Take a few moments here. Okay. One more full breath here. Okay. Bend your knees, plant your feet on the floor. Let's bring the left knee in just for a moment, and then we'll cross that ankle over the knee and let everything just be restful so the feet can relax. The knee can just drop wherever it wants to, and there's an imbalance that happens in the hips here. And just breathe into that space. Okay. Our next pose will be thread the needle, and sometimes the head needs a little extra support, so be mindful of that. And, if you feel your head is doing this, put something underneath it. Just draw this right thigh in. Explore this space a little bit, maybe some rocking or hugging in and pressing away. Okay, so I say okay, because now I'm just going to drop in here. This right leg, it can drop, but I'm actually going to flex the foot and bring it into like I'm sitting in a chair. Sitting with the right leg, shifting this package a little bit more to the right. And smile and rest and breathe and soften into the hips or the glutes or anything that's gripping. And take two more very full, very slow breaths. Then releasing out of that. And again, come to rest. I'm going to take basic resting pose with the feet wide knees together. Let each breath be rest inducing. So that is always nice. Okay, we'll separate the knees, walk the feet together, bring the right knee in, cross that ankle over the knee, and then just take a few moments here of just feeling some things show up right away here. If it's very tight, you might just rock and just stay here. So I'm going to move to thread the needle, mindfully knowing that whatever I did yesterday is not going to be the same today. And once you're in it, bring some movement, some awakening. And slowly settle in to the what is. No place to hide in these poses. That's the magic. Sometimes you don't even know. You can't touch your toes until you try. Stay in the shape and moving into our final 2 full breaths, softening, releasing, inviting, whatever needs to happen for you. And release from this. And lower the feet to the floor. We'll lift the hips, put the hands underneath like we do. They kind of turn in. Settle the hips down. So I feel my thumbs are on the top of the sacrum bone, that triangle bone. And then we'll come back to our good friend, the windshield wiper. The outer hip massage is a big part of what we're looking for here. So ironing out the hands, I don't know if that is a good image, but compressing them, massaging the backs of the hands, the palms, the fingers, everything that's getting something here. Okay, great. All right, I'm going to stay on the hands. I'm just going to reposition. We'll take a few egg beaters here. Just this whole like hip, low back, everything kind of moves here. That's why swimming is so good. Okay, reverse. Little wood kick. Lower your feet to the floor, maybe looking for the exact same touch. Lift the hips, release the hands. Take a few moments, pause. Okay. So we're going to come up just to set up for a restful posture. We're going to rock and roll here. And I'm going to take the full, like, maybe the feet are going to come over the head. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do one more. And we'll come up and yeah, oh, beauty, stay there, enjoy that. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it. That's amazing. I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm thinking Supta Baddha Konasana. So we'll take the blocks. Let's set up for a relaxing brain pose. So we have the head above the heart and everything's resting. Supposedly, the brain gets to rest too. Okay, I'm going to take these blankets in to support the thighs, and then add in your socks. Another blanket to cover you here might be really delicious, and your heating pads, of course. Mine is in use right now, but you've got one. Bring it in, and maybe you need something for your head. You'll know. You know. If this feels too much of a lift for the shoulders, too much of a drop, you can always add support underneath the arms. Actually feels quite delightful. Or take the blocks out, and if it's okay, you can always open the legs wide and you get this open pelvis happening. Bringing the feet together, the knees together, the knees apart. That's okay for everything. We're looking to be restful. Okay, now a minute, I know I need to adjust the shoulder blades, need to come down the back a little bit. So I'm just going to anchor the elbows, lift the heart. I'm going to adjust everything. Okay, and then we'll pause here for a few moments once you're settled and comfortable. So we're going to rest here for a little bit, and so that you're in it, if you feel like you want to take your arms up and just fly your wings a few times, and we might even circle over you completely. Almost this like refreshing space, inviting in whatever's coming down the path. Just going to welcome the joys of life. Release my arms down. Just melt here for a little bit. Consciously releasing, resting, being, capital B, capital E, being. Softening your third eye space, the eyebrows and the skin of the forehead. Opening the temples. Relaxing through the pillows of your cheeks. The jaw, the tongue, the eyes, into your ears. All of your throat. chamber of your heart. The wings of the heart. Your midsection, your solar center. Just below the navel, your water center, your sacral center, your sacred center. Down at the base of you, your root chakra, your root center, your earth center. Just feeling the breath traveling up and down this line from the root just above the crown of your head and all the way back down. Imagining this breath like a pillar of light and channel right through your being. You are in this portal of the coming back to the light. You can imagine you're inviting that light to fill you. With every breath. Imagine this breath and this light expanding now to the width of you, sides of you, front and the back, circumference of being. Dark is now light. And let all of that go. Rest into all that you are. stay as you are. Start to lift the knees up and come back to a gentle windshield wiper here. And a little sneeze. Gently rocking yourself back. Maybe the arms want to stretch overhead. Interlace the fingers with the palms. And from here, friends, we're going to come up. I'm going to say this. I'm going to come up and move into legs up the wall. If you love this and you just want to stay here, you can change the position of your legs. All fine, because we know where we're going now. Your legs up the wall, and that's going to flow into Shavasana. So, okay. And a nice legs up the wall, nice Shavasana might just be lying flat out with the bolster and the thighs and the knee close to the knees. Not like the a great back. So, okay. It's like magic potent time. Last few minutes of our practice and an opportunity to move into a pose you love that you're, I really wish we could do that. I wish I was doing that. For me, it's like in as you are moving into a more comfortable position. Releasing yourself more deeply. And rest. Coming back to that illuminating breath. Nice and slow. Flow of breath, of energy, of awakening, of lightening. As you feel ready, continuing on this path of awakening in a way that feels nourishing. to get here. Joining the palms in front of your heart, on your heart, bowing your chin. Seal this practice with one own inhale. Oh. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Bow your chin. Whatever you need right now, my friends. Place it there and offer it to yourself. An intentional energy. In space. Oh, Liz turned on her camera. Liz. Great, beautiful. Well, I'm smiling because I know Anne knows me so well. And she's like, oh, forever's a long time. And as we're here, I'm like, I mean, who's here in January? Are you guys still here in January? February, not sure. Okay. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I got it. Yeah, so much love, so much love, so much love. Thank you. All right. A merry, happy Christmas and New Year's blessings and solstice blessings, and I will be in touch. So much love from my heart. Thank you. Mary Jane, I know you're there, and I send it back. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings, 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 my friend.